Hello, I'm Richard Fordry, the founder of Boost Life Skills, and I'd like to talk to you about online training. Online training has really come into its own in the last 6 months or so, and we can deliver, whether it's to a lesson, a couple of lessons, an assembly, a half day, any of the employability skills that you want focused on in your school. We've delivered training online for quite a while now, and certainly during the summer holiday when we had a lot of attendees, the feedback that we had on the online anonymous polls was that we went from 37% before the course to 93% after the course, stating that they now knew a lot about the skills which we were training. For me, the biggest difference about online skills is that it is the most amazing value because it is so scalable across an entire year group or even an entire school. The calculation as to the cost of training used to be the relationship between the numbers of students and the number of trainers that were going on site. But of course, with online training, the rulebook is ripped up. The cost is considerably cheaper and it's amazing value for you, the school or college. It really doesn't matter how many students we're training. If we're doing it remotely, off-site, but online, then you're only really incurring the cost of the trainer, the material that they've had to prepare, and the delivery itself. And as this graphic shows, one trainer could be delivering to 8 classrooms at the same time. They're all tuned into the same training. We can deliver via a number of routes, and there may be others as well as these graphics. We would agree with you what it is that we're going to deliver. We would sign that off. We'd prepare the package to make sure that we're delivering what it is you want. We would deliver, and then we would review our delivery to make sure that with hindsight it was still what you wanted and whether or not there was anything that we could change. We would discuss all of this on the phone with you or on an online meeting, and we would come to agreement as to exactly what it was that was being focused on for these key employability skills. We know that each student loves a takeaway, so we do give them two. The first one is a workbook, which is either in paper form or as a PDF emailed to the students via yourselves. The workbook gives them a clear understanding of the importance of employability skills and why they need to keep developing them. And for each of the skills being trained, it also focuses on why that skill is important. It gives them top tips, questions to consider, and a good understanding of what good looks like. And there is a one-page summary for each of the skills that we focused on, which forms that workbook. I always say to the students, the value in these workbooks is immense because whether they pick them up in 6 weeks' time, 6 months' time, or 6 years, they will still learn from the content about the employability skill in these books. We also give the students a record of achievement and learning log in relation to the skill, and this allows them to document the events that have happened when they've had to demonstrate this skill, what they've learned from it, and what they're going to try differently next time. And this can be maintained either by the student or pushed by the school in relation to the curriculum activities, so that the student builds up this record over time, and they're able then to support the development of their CV and their personal statement as to how they've develop these employability skills for themselves so that they can then demonstrate those to future employers or through an interview process. We believe that the structure of online training and the takeaways which the students can have, they don't have to, that's entirely up to you, but that they can have is absolutely fundamental to their learning. And if you have any questions about online training, please do make contact. Many thanks.